Hi friends, welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. Today is the What Would You Make challenge, and if you don't know about it, I'll let you know more about it in a few minutes. First of all, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Brenda. This is my sweet sleepy Oliver, and if you are returning, you guys are the best. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, DIY number 1. So I have 15 1-gallon paint stir sticks. I got these from Amazon. You can get them at Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart, wherever you can find some paint or 1-gallon paint stir sticks. I'm going to tape them all together, and then I'm going to take them out to my miter saw in my shed. I'm going to cut the tops off of them. And I'm messing around with that tape. It was giving me a hard time. Once I was done, I laid them all out, and then I'm just going to take some extra pieces of the stir sticks that I had laying around, and I'm going to use wood glue and hot glue to keep them all in place. Now, you could also use cardboard if you wanted to glue these onto cardboard, or even a sign if you had a sign, whatever you have on hand. Then I took some 5-gallon paint stir sticks. I also got these from Amazon, and I am just marking them where I'm going to cut them, and I took them out and cut them as well. Then I taped off my little boards here, and I'm going to paint. I'm going to start with Waverly chalk paint in the color crimson, and then the next one will be ivory, and then the next strip will be antique by Folk Art, and then the fourth one will be my Waverly Antique Wax, and then I just continued that pattern. Then I'm going to take my 5-gallon paint stir sticks that I cut down. I'm going to go over them with my Waverly Antique Wax. I'm just going to brush it all on, and I'm going to take a paper towel and wipe off the excess, and I'm going to do that on all 4 pieces. And once I have that done and they were dry, I'm going to take my Titebond wood glue and hot glue here, and I'm going to glue these on around the front of my little boards here to frame out my sign. And you'll see I'm just going to start with the first one here, glue it right to the top, and then I'm going to continue all the way around to the bottom, and then lay that last piece right down on the bottom. Now, the bottom overhanged just a little bit, but I was okay with that. Then this is Merry Christmas word came from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to paint that with my crimson color by Waverly as well. And once that was dry, I'm going to use my Titebond Quick and Thick Multi-Surface Glue. I'm just going to run a bead of that glue around the back of my sign, and then use my finger to kind of smooth it out so it doesn't all ooze out when I push it down. And then while that was drying, I took some cornstarch here, and I got way too much in my mold here. This is an IOD mold. If those molds are too expensive for you, you can find very similar molds on decoupagenapkin.com, which I'm an affiliate to, and I have a link there. Or you can also find some on Amazon. So I'm just going to take my DOS Air clay dry here. I kneaded it a little bit, and then I'm just going to fill up a couple of those little mold areas that I'm going to use. And then once I had them all in there, I'm just going to remove them. Just turn my mold over and push them out. And once they were dry, I painted them. I'm sorry, I thought I showed painting them. I painted them with my antique green and my crimson red color. And then I'm just going to, once they were dry, I just took my Titebond glue here, and I'm going to glue them in place. And then I'm going to take some twine. I tied knots on the ends and stapled them in, and there it is. I love this. It is so rustic. And I love Rustic. But anyways, you'll have to let me know what you think about this in the comment box below. Okay, today is the What Would You Make challenge. I host this on the 4th Sunday of every month with Christine from Divine Designs. And this month's guest host is Alicia from Lavender and Lace. She is so very talented, and I've been watching her for a little while, and I was so excited when she said she would love to be our guest host. So make sure you check out her channel, subscribe to her if you haven't already, as well as Christine's, and I will have links to their channels as well as the playlist in my description box. By the way, we make everything with wood on this project, or on this challenge. Okay, so I got these from Hobby Lobby. They were $10 for a bag, and it came with 6. And I'm going to take 3 of them here, and I'm just going to tie some twine around them just to kind of hold them in place. And you're not going to see the twine. Otherwise, I'd say you could do, the ends would probably work better, but at least it keeps them from rolling off. So I then took this velvet ribbon from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to glue it around that twine. That just hides the twine so you don't see it. And then after I cut that one down and glue it on, I don't remember what I did because I did this last night. I'm going to take some floral foam, excuse me. And if you have the kind that's more like styrofoam or the harder one, I would use that instead. It would probably work a little bit better, but this is what I had. So I glued some pieces on top. I'm going to take some more of that velvet ribbon from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to make a bow doing the awareness ribbon, scrunching it up in the middle, and tying some gold cord around that. And that gold cording comes from Hobby Lobby as well. I'm going to dovetail the ends by folding in half and cutting at an angle, and then just hot glue that right in front. And then I'm going to take, this is a candle I got from Amazon. You can use the ones from Dollar Tree, but I like these because they have timers. So when you turn them on, they will be on for 6 hours and then turn off for 18 and then come back on. And I love that. Makes my life a lot easier than having to go around and turn all my candles on. So I'm just going to take my candle wreaths that I get from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just going to start filling up that floral foam with all the different greeneries so that we have some just different textures and dimensions. And I'm just going to just start filling up that floral foam with it. And then after that, I took some pine cones and I added a few pine cones here and there that kept falling out of my fingers. And then after that, I decided to take these berries, and I'm just cutting the stems down a little bit. I'm not cutting them off, and I'm just poking them in the floral foam too, just here and there, just to give it a little bit of that Christmas look that I absolutely love. And there it is. Look how pretty this is. I really love it. I hope you do too. Let me know in the comment box below. Well, here we are, Sunday before Thanksgiving. Are your mouths watering yet for dinner? For Thanksgiving dinner? Not Christmas. Anyways, we are having a blast, and I know we are coming to an end with our Christmas crafts. I may extend it a week or two, maybe into December. We'll see. But I know a lot of you said you would like to see gift ideas, so I'll probably start doing some of those here soon. But before we get too depressed, let's talk about now. Today is the What Would You Make challenge. And like I said just a little bit ago, it is an amazing challenge where we use wood. And if you've been around a while, you know I always love using wood. So yeah, we enjoy this. I love, and I think you will enjoy Alicia, our guest host this month. She is amazing, and I love watching her videos. So make sure you check her out. And make sure you check out everybody in the playlist too. And if you haven't subscribed to any of them, I'd love it if you would support them by subscribing to them. And then, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to me as well. I would love it. I would greatly appreciate it. And make sure you guys who have, give me that thumbs up, comment, share, hype if you can find that hype button. And I would greatly appreciate it. But I do greatly appreciate all of you guys who are here constantly watching my videos, and even those that are new and those who haven't subscribed but watch. I really appreciate you as well. I appreciate all of the views that I get, and it makes my heart sing. Anyways, I'm gonna quit chit-chatting and quit rubbing Mr. Oliver, who thinks he's the king. Do you think you're the king?
He thinks he's the king. So with all of that, you guys, let's continue on with the video.
Okay, DIY number 3. So I have these, I'm going to use my apple barrel. Was that Old Navy? I don't know what color that was. English Navy. And this tag sign I got from Amazon, and it's very, very thin. So I had 2 left. I just glued them together because it was so thin. But anyways, I'm going to paint the top part of my tag sign with this, I believe it's English Navy. And I'm going to do about a third of the way down and just making sure I have a nice good coat with that. And then after I have that on, even while it was wet, I did not clean my paintbrush. I took some of Folk Art's Nantucket, and I'm going to paint about another third of the way down with this color as well. And as you can see, I make a huge mess when I paint. Anyways, after that, while it was wet and I did not clean my brush, I took Waverly's Dusk and I painted the rest of it. And then I'm just kind of, as you can see, mixing it in a little bit with the top color, with the color above it. And then I took a little bit of that English Navy because I wanted a little bit more of it to go into the middle as well as the bottom. And then once it was all dry, I created this stencil with my Cricut using stencil vinyl. I used the Frisco brand from Amazon. And I go over it with my Waverly chalk paint in the color Snow White. After it was dry, I removed my vinyl and just going to use my weeding tool there to pick it all out. And then I also created, well, I didn't create, I got this off of Cricut Design Space. It's a star. And I'm using my Deco metallic in the color Glorious Gold to paint in that little star. Then I went and I took a little embossing tool with my white chalk paint, and I'm just going to kind of go around and make some little white dots to make it look like stars. I was going to try and do the splatter, but I don't know. I was having a day. It wasn't working for me. So, yeah, this is how I did it. This came from Hobby Lobby. I've had it in my stash for a couple of years. And I'm just going to paint it with that glorious gold color. It's just so pretty. And after it was all dry, I'm going to take it and I'm going to glue it with my Tite Bond glue. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put some glue on it and then use my finger to just kind of smooth it out and get around some of the areas where it was seeping through. And then I'm going to put it right in the middle, right there. And I saw this saying on Pinterest and I'm like, I've got to make a sign with that saying. I just love it. It's all families need a stable foundation, and I just loved it. So I'm going to finish this off by taking some of my gold cording here, and I'm going to glue it all around my tag sign. If you hear a weird noise in the background, that's my husband grinding coffee beans. That thing is so loud. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it is super loud. Anyways, I'm going to go around that whole tag sign. And then I took some more of that cording, folded it in half, tied a knot on the end of it. And then I'm going to bring the folded part of the gold cording through the hole, the hanger hole, and then I'm going to put it through the tied part and then pull real tightly. Then I'm going to just put that knot in the very back of my sign, and I'm going to use a little bit of hot glue to just hold it in place. And that's all I did for it. And I just think it is stunning. I love how this came out. I hope you do too. You'll have to let me know in the comment box below. Okay, it is a time for a celebration of your recreations, and we have Tammy. Look at her adorable little reindeer. Man, a lot of you are making these reindeers. I probably should have tried it, but this is so cute, Tammy. Thank you so much. And then Corrine, she painted these trees from, I think she said Dollar General, and then those little soap holders are, I think she said tuna cans and corks for the legs. So amazing. And then Maria, look at her adorable gingerbread person. I love it. Her little gingerbread baker is so cute. Thank you so much, Maria. Thank you, ladies. And if you have something that you've created that you would love me to showcase, I would be happy to do that. Just send me a picture to my email address. That is rusticandlacediy@gmail.com, or you can send them to me through Instagram or Facebook Messenger. Okay, and on to DIY number 4. I have these wood slices that came from Hobby Lobby. They're a bag of them. And I'm just kind of laying them out where I want them. And then once I had them how I wanted it, I'm going to take a pencil. I'm just going to kind of trace around where those are all laying. And that way I have an idea of where to put my glue. And I'm going to use my Type Bond Quick and Thick Multi-Surface Glue. You guys, I do love this glue because it is very thick and it is very quick. Oh my goodness, that rhymed. Anyways, and it works so great. So I just love using it. So I just laid those pieces right back, and then I added the glue to the back of the bigger piece and laid that down. Then I'm taking some more pieces from my candle wreaths, and I cut them off, and I'm just going to glue them around the bottom. I grabbed another candle wreath and added some of that too. I'm going to add some pine cones to where all of those go in. And then I decided, I like the pine cones. Let's add some more. So instead, I was just going to go around the whole base there with pine cones. And then I decided, oh, it needs some red on it. So I cut off the little stems off those berries and put them around the top. And then I had these that I got in the kitchen section and of Hobby Lobby. I'm going to remove the stuff around their neck, and then I'm going to remove the little card holder that's on there. I had to really play with that one a little bit to get it to come off. But then I'm just going to glue them on the base. Now, this might be a little bit better if those wood slices were a little bit bigger, but I was able to get it to work. So I'm going to just glue those on. And then I thought, okay, I need to cover up those holes on them. So I took the things that I took off their necks. I'm going to put it around their body to cover that hole. And then I just added a few berries by the pine cone. And there it is. I love this fun little centerpiece. I just added one of my candles there on it. And, you could have this on any little table or shelf. I just think it's beautiful. I hope you do too. Okay, the final reveal is coming right up. There it is. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you give me that thumbs up, comment, share, hype, and subscribe if you haven't already. And make sure you check out Alicia's channel as well as Christine's and the playlist. I'm sure you will get all kinds of inspiration. So I will be back again on Wednesday this week instead of Thursday, since Thursday's is Thanksgiving. So stay tuned for that. And with all that, I hope you guys have a wonderful start of your week, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.